Just press record. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? Then why do we struggle so hard to just press the button? If you're anything like me, for the longest time, you've wanted to be a creator. For as long as you can remember, you've wanted to be a creator. But for one reason or another, it just hasn't happened yet. And again, if you're anything like me, all we do is lie to ourselves. We say, oh, my video didn't get any views because I'm filming on my phone. I need a camera. Or nobody watches my videos because I don't have the best mic there is. Or the best one we all tell ourselves is, well, the algorithm hates me. It's not my fault my video only got 17 views. We give ourselves excuse after excuse after excuse, when the harsh reality is my videos, and probably your video as well, they just suck. But that's okay, because the upside to that is we can get better. Now, tell me if this sounds familiar to you. You spend days and hours scouring the internet, watching videos, reading posts on how to become a YouTuber, what to film, where to start. And most of us, we have our favorite creators. And typically, what do? We usually get inspired by them, grab something to record, and try to recreate what they've already created. And every single time, it almost never turns out how you wanted it to be. We compare ourselves to these huge established channels who've been doing this for a lot longer than we have, and when our video turns out nothing like their video, we become discouraged and frustrated. And even worse, after all that hard work, after everything we put into that video, when it only gets 15 views, we become discouraged. And some of us, myself included, we just give up right then and there. And then again, sometime later, we find ourselves watching our favorite creators and become inspired again. We grab our phone, we go out to film, and we just repeat that same process. And for me, I've discovered that process just isn't gonna work. I'll never become a better filmmaker if all I do is try to recreate what someone else has already made. And right now, I'm making this video to remind myself, just press record. Now, when we're watching videos on how to become a YouTuber, we've all heard, stick to a small niche. And although I do think that's pretty decent advice, if you're anything like me, it traps you. It traps you into this idea that you can only make those kinds of videos. Now look, I'm a single father with 2 kids and a full-time job. And most of the ideas or niches that I've tried to stick to just don't work with that kind of schedule. And every time I do find the time to go out, the video just turns out terrible, and I either don't post it or again, it gets almost no views. So for the time being, I'm just not gonna worry about a niche. I'm not even gonna worry about views. The biggest thing I'm going to work on from here going forward, and I really think you should too, is just getting better at your craft. Becoming a better filmmaker, getting much better at thumbnails, learning how to actually write a script and actually stick to it. And only by repeating this process over and over again will we get better. What I've been trying to get at this entire video is that we hold ourselves back. We put ourselves in these little boxes, and we don't need to. We aren't good enough to be in these little boxes yet. We need to get better. So I hope I inspired you to at least press record more often than you have in the last week, in the last month, in the last year. And if I could at least inspire you to do that, well, then I guess I accomplished my goal today. Anyways, I'll see you next time.